Hold on a second. I'm going to lower the music and I'm going to play one thing. Hold on. Listen closely.
Happy, the ball itself has its own energy, or life force, if you will. Its natural environment is in the home. So why don't you send him home? His bags are packed. He's got his airplane tickets. Bring him to the airport. Send him home.
Great acting.
That's what he does. He was a cast member of Saturday Night Live from 1985 to 96. Was in The Wedding Singer, Happy Gilmore, You Don't Mess with the Zohan, Grandma's Boy. From 2005 to 2012 in the TV series Weeds. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. Give it up for Kevin Nealon right now.
Yes! Welcome to the show, Kevin Nealon.
Thank you, man. What a nice intro.
Oh, my God.
Gee, that's what we do.
Yeah, Zog is pretty much grouping out right now as I am, too.
Wow, I'm surprised. Thank you, man.
We-
Feeling the
Why?
flow here.
We normally have a capacity crowd that shows up for this, but things happen in South Florida sometimes, and here, we're always running at 1,000,000 miles an hour. That's the best we could do for 7:40 in the morning.
Plus, my security force, they won't let people in, because it's just too dangerous, It's too dangerous. You don't know what's out there.
Oh my gosh, this is the dopest thing in the whole wide world.
No, you don't
Kevin
understand,
Nealon.
man. I grew up listening to you guys. I love this show.
First time, long time.
Keep going. Keep going.
Man, I love it.
Feed the ego. Don't stop,
You
Kevin.
guys are so underrated, man. Man, this is where it's happening. I'm serious.
Has he seen the ratings and he knows how underrated?
He knows how underrated we are.
Unbelievable. So, Kevin, when was the last time you're going to be performing at the Miami Improv at City Place Doral? 2 shows tonight and 2 shows tomorrow. When was the last time you were in Miami?
I was in Miami. I'm mostly a West Coast guy. My mother lives over there, so I go visit her, over in Fort Myers. But Miami, I was probably here about a year ago somewhere.
You didn't come for the Super Bowl?
If I don't play, I don't come.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
cool.
If they don't have a jersey for me, I'm out.
That makes sense. Well, you were a quarterback in high school.
I was a
right?
quarterback in college.
In college, sorry. Yeah.
Look at that.
But I played rugby and soccer, and my dream was always to play football.
Not
and
a
then
ballerina.
I found a college that you could take 3 credits a night course, and that qualifies you to play. It was club football. So I did that. The starting quarterback got hurt, and I started playing. It was great. It was a real fun experience.
Is that when you realized you wanted to be a comedian?
It was. My goal was to go out to Los Angeles, and I would also try out as a kicker and a punter for it was the USFL back then. And that would be my hook. He's a comedian, but he was also the kicker for the LA Express.
He's a great locker room guy.
Yeah.
This is so dope.
Yes.
Sorry. I'm going to be like this the entire interview. Freaking out.
I was watching a bunch of the videos, hiking with Kevin.
Yeah.
And
On YouTube.
Right. And I was like, it's not like 8 or 9 or 10. You've done is it over 50, 60? Have you counted how many videos
I'm
you've
closing
done?
in on 100.
Oh my God, look at that.
Yeah,
Who's been your favorite
3rd season.
celebrity guest so far?
Oh man, there's been so many different. They've all been good. Conan O'Brien was very revealing.
I saw that.
Yes.
I saw that one.
I just hiked with Jeffrey Ross 2 days ago. I'm hiking with David Sedaris, an author, coming up. So they've all been good, and I want to get more athletes. I've been working on Rob Gronkowski to hike
What
with
do you
him.
think you would ask him or talk about?
What else do you like besides football? I mean, now you have to start enjoying life and other things. What's it going to be?
He parties a lot.
Does he?
A
He
lot.
threw the biggest Super Bowl party here in Miami I've ever seen.
Yes.
I'll have to
his
check my
ent-
mailbox. I didn't get the invite.
His entire family was up on stage.
Really?
Like shooting beat. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Well, he is only like 30 or something.
Yeah.
And he's got 3 Super Bowl rings.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Thank you, Tom Brady.
His camel pack would have like liquor or beer in it instead
Are
of
you
water.
serious?
100%.
Wow.
Yeah. Rob-
Maybe hike's not that good
Yeah,
then.
yeah. Gronk is probably a type of guy that if you were to hike with, you'd have to have probably like a 6-pack with you, like in your backpack, and you'd be like chugging them like the whole time.
Yeah.
That's the type of guy that he is.
He lost a lot of weight too. I did a game show with him that Keegan-Michael Key hosted. It's called Game On, I think.
Okay.
It's going to air this summer, and I was on Gronk's team. So I got to know him a little bit then.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Is he a
That's
nice
awesome.
dude?
Yeah, he's nice, but he's young. He's a young guy, and like I said, he's just out of that whole football bubble. So it's like, he's like really kind of absorbing the world now. What else is out there?
Is there anybody that's ever hiked with you where they've been like, I can't do this anymore?
Besides me?
Yes.
Yes, Jeff Ross the other day.
That's right.
Oh my gosh. I don't even want to see him sweat. Ew.
I know, right?
So gross.
I know. We had people hosing him down as we were going, though.
I know, embarrassing.
Kevin Nealon will be at the Miami Improv at City Place Doral this weekend. More with him in 3 minutes right here on Power 96.
Man, you guys keep it moving. I like it.
You're welcome.
dove into the ocean and I swam with the dolphins. I was two animals joined as one, which meant good things are coming.
Yo, Kevin Nealon is in the Power 96 studios this morning.
Good things are here, baby. Good things are here.
That
All
was a
good.
clip from Grandma's Boy. He's also been in the Wedding Singer, Happy Gilmore, You Don't Mess with the Zohan, cast member of Saturday Night Live from 85 to 96.
Legend.
Is there anybody like that you look at Weekend Update and you're like, I'm still better than that person?
No.
Come
Here's
on,
the thing
come
about Weekend
on.
Update, you know,
Come
the
on.
thing, everybody brings a different personality and style to Weekend Update.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I did it for like 3 years, and I came from after Dennis Miller.
I know.
And it's kind of like almost being the president of the show. You know,
Okay.
like people are
You're the
used to
captain of the
one.
team?
Yeah, they're used to one person doing the Weekend Update, and then when somebody else comes in, it's a whole new scene. They got to kind of adjust and get used to you. So, you know, everybody does it differently. I love the way Chevy Chase did it, the original.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah,
so that's kind of
well,
what I kind of based that on.
Is there anybody that you've worked with on SNL that you just couldn't hold it together with without bursting out laughing? Because I'll watch you do stand up. Weeds is one of my favorite shows ever that you've ever been on. I
Yeah,
mean, you were like
thank you.
the best degenerate in the world.
That's right.
And then to see you with other actors, comedians of your caliber, is there anybody that just makes you like, I can't hold it together around this person? Is it Chris Rock? Is it Seinfeld? Who
Well, I
is
think
it?
they're all good comics. I think that you know, when I'm hanging out with like Adam Sandler, he makes me laugh a
he's
lot.
the best in the world.
Dana
Yes.
Carvey makes
Yes.
me laugh a lot. I mean, there's so many great comics out there. Kirk Fox is a buddy of mine. He's a comic. He's really good.
Is it tough to bomb in front of somebody like Lorne Michaels? Like, is he as tough as everybody
He's
says
not.
he is?
He's not really tough. I never really saw him that way. He's really has a lot of responsibility to keep the show together, and he's had it running for so long. You know,
Right.
I think he's got a good eye for comedy. But I remember right before I did my first sketch on that show, it's called Mr. Subliminal, where I have like another conversation going on.
Yes.
And you know, it's my first sketch, and I'm wow, there are a lot of people here. he just as we're coming out of commercial to get ready to do that, my first scene, my first sketch on SNL, he
my
puts his
gosh.
hand on my shoulder. He goes, "Are you sure this is what you want?"
No.
That's his sense of humor right there.
Oh,
Oh my! Right
Yeah.
before you go out on
Yeah, yeah.
stage, I would die. I would cry.
No, it made me
Absolutely.
laugh. Actually, it kind of lightened me up a little bit.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Cool. Well, that's
What-
not bad.
We've got a couple. All of us love SNL, love the history of it. I
Love
want to
it.
know, what's your best behind the scenes, never been told before
Story.
SNL story?
oh man.
But you're there.
From
It
your
was your
perspective.
time.
Yeah, man. There's some. I mean, we almost didn't go on one night because there was smoke in the building. We had to evacuate, so we didn't get to do the dress rehearsal show. We were evacuated, and they brought us back in time. They got the smoke out of 30 Rock. And we came back in time to do the live show. So that was kind of exciting.
That's a lot of pressure.
With
Yeah.
no rehearsal.
No rehearsal.
Oh, wow.
No rehearsal. But I mean, we rehearsed during the days, you know. So
That's what professionals do, baby.
yeah, baby, you got to be ready. Come hell or high water.
So lots of people that I admire in comedy writing and all that. I remember this joke on The Office where Michael Scott, Steve Carell's character, goes, well, I'm not superstitious. Maybe I'm a little stitious. And I remember laughing so hard because for me, that was a total Kevin Nealon rip off of your book, Whelmed, Not Overly.
Yeah.
But not overly.
Yeah.
And do you get that? Do you watch shows and notice your influence in their comedy writing, or are you too like you're like, whatever, it is what it is?
Yeah, sometimes I see that, but I always assume it's coincidental, you know, or I'll see comics that are kind of have my style, and I think, well, maybe, you know, they kind of grew up watching me or something, you know.
Oh,
and
is
it's
that
kind of
flattering?
in a way, yeah. Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, I'm
You
happy
guys,
for them.
Kevin Nealon is like sitting 5 feet away.
It's so
from me.
crazy.
And he's in the studio right now performing at the Improv this weekend at City Place Doral. My question to you is, so many movies you've been in, iconic movies to me. One of my favorites is Grandma's Boy and Happy Gilmore. But out of all the movies that you've been in, where's that one that you had the most fun in? That one movie that was like that stuck out, and like that was a good time.
Probably Happy Gilmore, you know.
I knew it.
Yeah, because we were shooting up in Vancouver, really pretty up there, and I'm hanging out with Sandler and Covert and all these guys, you know.
And Bob Barker, did you get to hang
Bob
out?
Barker, yeah, I saw him a little bit. Yeah. Bob Barker. And you know, I remember we went golfing one day we had a day off, so I'm golfing with Sandler. and he's about maybe 175 yards ahead of me on the right, going to get his ball, and I hit my ball, and it was like a heat-seeking missile going right for him. I said, "Sandler, 4!" And he saw the ball coming. He started running away from it, and that ball chased him down and smacked him right in the back. I couldn't stop laughing for like an hour after that.
Classic.
He must still have a red welt on his back from that. So that was a fun one. And, they're all fun. We hang out. We went to South Africa to shoot a film, Blended. For 2 months we were out there.
Yes! That
wow.
movie was so
That
good.
movie's
yo.
great.
Yeah. So we got to go on safaris and stuff. It was cool.
Was that character meant to be sort of an homage to the Happy Gilmore character? Because I saw traces of similarities.
Well, there's been a few movies that are kind of similar to the Happy Gilmore one.
On purpose?
I don't know if it's on purpose, but Grandma's Boy, that guy was kind of like, spiritual,
Yes.
and just dolphins, feel the flow kind of thing.
The breathing was amazing, by the way. The breathing.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Where do you get your pop from? I get it from you, Dante.
Oh my God. Yo, so Kevin Nealon will be performing at the Miami Improv at City Place Doral this weekend. 2 shows tonight, 2 shows tomorrow. You can get your tickets at miamiimprov.com. That's miamiimprov.com. Kevin Nealon, it's been an absolute pleasure having you in the
So
studio
cool.
here.
Thank you for having me. You guys are the best. Thanks, man. I feel the love, man.
Thanks for growing up listening to us.
I love it, man. I continue to listen, man. I love it.
Baba Booey.
And thanks also to your security to allowing the capacity crowd to be joining us here in the studio.
These guys
as well.
are amazing. I see them outside right now in the SUV, all armored plated. Yeah, I'll be down in a minute, guys.
Kevin Nealon at Miami Improv City Place Doral this weekend. Lucy Lopez, you got the download coming up in 2 minutes. What you got?